Hey guys, it's me, Stormie, and we're going to talk about this Jupiter and Uranus opposition we've got going on. Now, when Jupiter and Uranus come into the type of opposition that they are sitting in now, it lasts for about 10 months when we see this happen. So right now, we're already within that 10-month journey because it actually started in 2016 and will end in September of 2017. Now, this opposition has been from anywhere from 20 degrees to 27 degrees of different cardinal signs. So those people who have Sun in Libra, Aries, Cancer, Capricorn, any of our cardinal energies, you're really going to be feeling these effects a lot more strongly. And even more so if your birthday is anywhere around the exact dates, which I'll talk about those in just a minute. But you're going to feel those a little bit more intensely. But now this is not just something that it's if you're within the same degrees, it's going to be the strongest. Everyone is experiencing this. We feel like we are being pulled in two different directions, somewhere between all of the proof that we need that something is real and factual, and then a whole bunch of faith on the other side, right? This is a stressful aspect because it's an opposition, so we know we're pulled in these two significant different directions. Now, Uranus is our planet that is about revolution, right? He's spontaneity. He is coming. He's going to change things. He says, forget your tradition. I'm breaking tradition. We're going to go a different way. And that's what he's all about. So as we see him here, he wants to get rid of things that haven't been working, or if we've been doing something a specific way, he's coming to break that down. Now, Jupiter is, again, we see how this opposition gets so tough because Jupiter is about tradition and he wants to expand the things that he touches. So in that sense of break it down, then let's expand it, these two actually, in even a stressful aspect, work very well together. So now what do we think that this looks like for all of us? What does this mean? Well, I can tell you straight off the bat, if you've been trying to make progress going forward with something for a very long time, even years, this is actually a really good year for you because it can cause you to break out of where you were at and be able to move forward. If you've been in your career and you're like, this is as high as I'm ever going to go, or you're in your career and you're like, I'm trying to be a part of this organization, or I'm trying to be a part of this career path, and it's like there's no place else for me to go. This is the end of the line. This is you. Now, I want to tell you something too. If you have been feeling like in any area of your life you have just been stuck, this is breakthrough energy because it causes you to put everything down and start telling the truth about some new things that you see. And the only way you can tell the truth about some new reality that you see is to go start experiencing it. Okay, so the connection between Jupiter and Uranus is the strongest when it is exact. The exact dates are important to keep in mind. Now, one of them we already had, which was in December 2016. So we've got two more to go for us this year in 2017, which will be March 2nd and then September 27th. Now, if your birthday is on or just within a couple days of these, you are intensely going to feel this. This is a wonderful breakthrough energy for you. Take it. Use it to its fullest capacity. And it also helps if you really understand your chart. So if you don't already have your natal chart or you haven't done your solar return chart for this year, make sure you get that done so you can really see how these energies are affecting you at the time that they're playing out. Now, back in December, when Jupiter was direct, he was direct at 20 degrees of Libra, and Uranus was retrograde. So Jupiter's facing front, Uranus is in a nap, and Uranus is at 20 degrees of Aries. So they're exact, right? They're both at 20 degrees. So that meant that if you had anything in a cardinal sign at that time, any of your placements, sun, moon, ascendant, any of them, you were going to more intensely feel these effects, but everybody got a small piece of them. Like I said, they will with all of them. Now, the second time that we get this is going to be here in March, coming up in really just about a month. Who knew that we were going to be in March so fast? But in just about a month, we're going to see it because Jupiter is now going to be retrograde, and Uranus is going to be direct. So they've swapped spots, right? So see, they really do realize they have to work off of and with each other to break down, crash, tear out, tear apart old ideas, old beliefs, old traditions, so that you can expand out, okay? But they are both going to be at 22 degrees of their respective sign this time. So Jupiter in Libra and 22 degrees of Aries for Uranus. So again, Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, if you have a cardinal energy somewhere in your chart, wherever that is, you want to look at those energies to see how they may be being affected. Now, the last part of this we're going to get is September 27th of 2017. Jupiter is direct. Now, Uranus is still retrograde, and they're both at 27 degrees. That's why they're at an exact degree. Here's what else I can tell you about this placement is that really when I think about how the planets are working in opposition, or when I think about how I explain this to you guys as to what to do with it and how this is going to play out in your life, I think in little pictures. And it really is like everybody is standing out there with our lives out in the open. We've figured out how to adult. We know what we're doing. And Uranus is coming by because we're caught in the middle of this. And Uranus is coming by and he's literally just smashing ideas that you've had. He's smashing structures. Here in Colorado, we had this out of nowhere, super huge windstorm that was so big that it pulled up trees that have been here for decades. He is coming to smash your structures because he says these don't belong. You need to get out there and see something else. Jupiter is like, okay, that's a bit aggressive. Like, we don't need to smash stuff. But I guess that's what Uranus is about. And so then Jupiter's like, let's expand. And the only way Jupiter can help you to expand is to say, okay, let's look at some faith ideas. Not necessarily a specific religion, but if you've been raised with a specific religion or a specific belief, Jupiter and Uranus together now are putting you in a position where you have to think outside of it. Maybe you have been raised with one idea of a religion and you're starting to find out you really identify with something a little bit more open, or you've been very open and you feel like you're going this way. Whatever it is, you're traveling, you're questioning with these two energies. You have a lot to reconsider, a lot to experiment with, a lot of changes to make, and a lot of willingness to allow new people to come in to help you make them as well. So what do? That's exactly what you do with this energy. When your structures are gone, the framework around your ideas, your conceptual ideas, everything that you thought you knew, these planets just came and wrecked the crap out of. You have got to find some new ideas. I tell you consistently, get to your tribe. Go take a class that you've always wanted to take. Try some different experimenting with things. If you feel like you've been wanting to do something that brings you joy, go do it. Go get involved with yourself. Get distance from something that you've been involving yourself with that's not working. These two absolutely come to say, ugh, release, let it go, do it different. So that's what this energy is ultimately about as we're in this opposition. And now we have many other things going on around us. And I can tell you, thank you, universe, so much for the help of Neptune while we're all in this mix. Because truly, as we're breaking down, not only in ourselves, but in our world, our ideas, our boundaries, the way we've done things have been torn down. We really need Neptune as that visionary to kind of keep us calm and also help us to envision something new going forward, so that Jupiter can help us expand that idea out into the world and then also put it into action. Because this is the thing, Uranus is even further encouraged to continue to destroy the things that are around him, not just for the sake of destroying him, but he's in Aries. There's a purpose to what is going on. This is not mindless, senseless destruction. So what else I can tell you about this opposition before we end this video is to pay attention. The big, huge changes in the world and in your life that are happening, lean into that Neptune energy. Pay attention because it is pulling you not into the chaos mentality, but into the mentality of, oh, wait a minute, this is about all of us. Come to that more spiritual space. Take your fight from the intellectual terrain to the spiritual terrain, because so many things out there in the world right now are looking to shift us as humans into a state of chaos so that we will create and stay in the chaos instead of creating unity. That's not what this is about. Uranus in Aries focuses on one mission at a time. He is not like an air sign. He's not going multi places, right? So Uranus in Aries is focusing on one mission at a time, and that is to change some things. Jupiter's in Libra. He wants to expand, and he wants us to expand into fairness. So use this. Pay attention to the world around you. Look at your own actions and reactions to what's happening out in the world right now and think to yourself, does this create unity or disunity for me and my creator, or that divine energy, and me and my community? Because gosh knows these planets are definitely working to put us all together. Pull out all the malarkey in the middle so that we don't feel like we need to stay apart. It's going to be a really exciting time as we see this work and walk out over the next couple weeks in our world, and especially until we get till September when these two go on ahead and travel away from each other. So I look forward to your feedback and what your experience has been with this so far. Just know that I love you guys a ton. Like this video, comment, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!